You're finishing work at 2 o'clock.
There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, of course not. No, things couldn't be better. Well, they could. It depends what happens this afternoon.
Well, why can't you tell me where you're going?
Because I don't want to, not till after I've been. Fabian, where'd you say you were going this morning?
Oh, some Oriental food supply. Listen, please, come on, give us a clue. Come on, get a clue.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm very superstitious about things like that. Now, come on. Time you weren't here.
Mike, this is my home. This new factory of yours goes bumping. Where does that leave us?
My home as well, you know. This is the chance of a lifetime to get back into the business that I know best. On the back of a contract that's practically gift-wrapped.
So you've said.
Because it's true. Look, a secured loan would probably save me 2-3% in interest charges. Now, isn't it better in our pocket than the bank's? Nothing would change, you know. We won't have to give anything away.
Unless...
Oh, forget it. You don't trust me, it's a waste of time talking anymore.
Oh, dear.
See you later, then. Wish me luck.
Do you need it?
Well, it's always nice to have luck on your side, isn't it?
Right, good luck then.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh, just look at him. Isn't he coming on?
He's getting a right handful, I know that.
Oh, they're lovely at that age, though, aren't they?
Amazing how quickly they grow up, though. They arrive in the world with nothing. They can't do a thing for themselves. And before you know it, they're starting taking an interest in feeding themselves, getting around.
Any chance of us making a start this morning? We've got appointments, you know.
Come in. If you want any help, you know where to come.
Me?
Might be your turn now. See ya.
Yeah. See ya.
Andrew?
Any word with you, son? Have you heard the latest? Mind you, I suppose that's a silly question. You probably knew before I did.
Look, if you're going to start slagging off my mum again...
Yeah, well, it's obvious whose side you're going to be on, isn't it? So, you'll be very happy about the news, won't you? After all, you've always wanted her to get rid of me.
What are you talking about?
Talking about divorce, Andrew. Your mother's suing me for divorce.
Divorce?
Didn't you know?
No, I didn't know. Well, I can't say I'm surprised, though. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Yeah, well, that's just about what I expected from you, son.
Doesn't mean I'm pleased about it, though. And the last thing I want to see is mum and dad split up. It's just a shame you didn't see it the same way, innit?
Come on, just think of the freedom that you're going to have, eh? Empty nest whenever you want it. Be untidy as you like. No one to nick your tights.
No one to share the bills with.
Oh, come on, Maxine. You're not going to be any worse off than you are now.
Hiya. Oh, hi. I just wanted to return this. It's your deposit on this place.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Oh, in that case.
But now that you've reminded me.
Oh, me and my big man. Which just leaves me with a little matter of your deposit.
My deposit?
Yeah, well, I'll get the rent book changed and put it in your name, right? Right, see you. Bye.
Aye.
You were saying? Divorce?
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Well, what did you expect? A nomination for the Husband of the Year award or something?
Look, Stephen, shut up, will you? I'm not in the mood for any of your lips, so just wise up, will you?
Yeah, be quiet, Steve.
I'll tell you what, Victoria. If you ever think of bringing your own kids up into this world, take a long, hard look at your husband and his brother. Just give you a wee picture of how they might turn out. You spent a lifetime struggling, 21 years, feeding them, clothing them, trying to teach them right from wrong. I'll just give you a wee picture of how they might turn out, you know.
This isn't going to get us anywhere.
Well, no, certainly. It's not going to get me anywhere, is it? It might just save you a lifetime of misery. Being mother to something he might spawn.
Oh, well, don't stop now. Get it off your chest. I mean, I'm used to it. We all know where you turn when you want someone to blame, don't we?
Would you just stop it, the pair of you? That's enough. Is this what you want? To be at each other's throats for the rest of your lives?
Don't you think I've got good reason?
I mean, come on, Vicky, when have things ever been any different, eh?
They have. There have been times when you've got on, when we've all got on.
Like when? Like when he did a meal for his birthday.
Steve, if you've nothing constructive to say, I suggest you shut up. That's it then, you're just going to give up?
Well, what choice have I got?
If you did have a choice, if Liz would speak to you.
Come on, get real, Vicky.
Listen, Victoria, let me remind you, I think it was you persuaded me to talk to her yesterday, OK? And that was hardly an unqualified success, was it? She's hardly likely to talk to me again.
Yeah, but she might talk to me. I mean, if I could fix it, would you speak to her then?
Well, it's too late now, isn't it? I'm off to Belfast tonight.
You haven't answered my question.
Yes, of course I'd talk to her, but the likelihood of her talking to me, well, it's about as likely as me being voted the next pope, isn't it?
It's like a tip in here.
Now what are you doing?
I'm tidying up, but she'll be coming in here after.
What, Joyce?
Yes.
Love, she's the cleaner. Let her do it.
What, and let her see what a mucky pup our Jack is. I've got some pride, you know.
Hey, do you fancy a cup of tea?
Oh, I could murder one.
I'll go and put the kettle on.
Morning.
Oh, and you sleep?
Well, I'm finishing early, aren't I? Thought I'd make the time up.
Well, wherever you go and put my name down. You've got a gleam in your eye.
So, where are you going? Anywhere nice?
Well, I'll tell you later, but, well, until I've been, I'd rather not say.
Right, well, I'll go put the kettle on.
Well, you see, it wouldn't be right, would it, Betty, not to tell you before I've told Curly?
Curly?
Yeah, well, it's only right he should be the first to know.
I see.
Joyce?
Morning. That cupboard where you keep vac and stuff.
What about it?
There's an old radio in there. Now, you weren't thinking of chucking it out, were you? Because if you were, I could put it to good use. Mine's given up the ghost.
You don't want that. If you can only get one station.
Well, that's one more than I can get on one I've got.
Oh, well, you're welcome to it. I'd have chucked it out years ago, only our Jack said it might be worth something in a few years. You know, like an antique. Same as him.
Well, you're quiet enough now.
Yeah, but it's not Pensioners' Day, Mr. Sugden.
But you couldn't take me on Pensioners' Day. Oh, well, suit yourself. Don't look at place now. I wouldn't have thought you could afford to turn customer away.
What's the matter?
Mr. Sugden wanted a trim
Yes, what's the problem?
at pensioners' rates.
You've got nothing else to do, but don't you go making a habit of it, all right?
I won't.
Thanks a lot.
What for?
For making me look a fool in front of a customer.
I'll be upstairs if you need me.
Yeah, where else? This chair, Mr. Sugden.
You know, you wonder what's your step, young lady. If I'd have spoken to my boss like that when I was your age, I'd assume be wanting another job.
Well, she's not only my boss, is she? She's supposed to be my friend.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, she's deserting me.
I don't get you.
She's moving in upstairs.
So where's the problem? If there was room enough for the pair of you in the cafe flat, well, perhaps there's room enough for two here. Oh, well. Now then, you think you're up to it?
Well, you're off then, are you?
I am.
Wait. Where do you think you're taking that?
Oh,
That's mine.
you never use it.
How do you know?
It was gathering dust in a cupboard.
Oh, so you think you can just go and help yourself, do you?
Hang on a minute.
Man, what else have you taken your fancy to, eh, since you've been nosing around in there?
You think I've nicked it, don't you? Don't you think I could have come up with something better than that? Mind you, in your case, maybe not.
Well, how did he come by it, then?
Vera said I could have it.
Oh, that's why you were hiding it, trying to get past me, then, eh?
I was not.
If you're accusing her, come on out with it. Let's hear it. Hang on. What's going on?
Go on, ask her.
And then you can apologise.
You keep out of it. Keep your neb out. Got nothing to do
Nobody
with you.
accuses my mother of being a liar. Your mother?
Vera, I've already copped her sticking her nose in where it wasn't wanted.
Yeah, but that don't make her a thief, though, does it?
No, but she's Judy Malik's mother. Would you have given her a start had you known, eh? Eh? No. Made a mug of her. Why you didn't sack her on the spot, I'll never know.
I didn't, because I didn't want showing up any more than what you've done already. Look, I've said I'll have a word with her, and I will.
Well, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I think you know, you made a wrong decision.
I'm not with you.
By not having a flatmate.
I don't believe I'm hearing this, not from you.
Look, there's nothing wrong with sharing a home with somebody you get on with. Take me and Mrs. Bishop.
You and Mrs. Bishop?
Yes. Well, daytime's no problem because you've got plenty of company then, but nighttime's a different matter. It really is. It's not much fun on your own.
Oh, God. Are you sure that you should be telling me this?
I'm telling you this because you realise how much I need Mrs. Bishop as a friend. I really do. And that might help you to change your mind and let your friend in.
Tony, it seems that Mr. Sugden is on your side.
My side?
About the flat. He reckons we could have the same kind of relationship as him and Mrs. Bishop.
You? I didn't mean you and him. I'm talking about your assistant.
Oh, thanks for the thought, but I don't think so. I don't really fancy Maxine. I'll just keep working on Fiona here.
I've given the best years of my life to Jim. I've put up with his tantrums, his temper, always taking the blame when things have gone wrong. Seeing any ambitions I may have had dashed because he couldn't bear to see me have any sort of life of my own.
But what will you be left with without your family?
I'm not divorcing my family. I'm divorcing Jim.
And that's not going to affect your relationship with Steve and Andy?
Oh, they've seen what's gone on and they don't blame me.
Yeah, but Jim's still their father. I mean, do you expect them to just cut him out of their lives?
That's down to them, isn't it?
Look, I know I haven't known you both that long.
Long enough. You know what he's like.
Well, I know what he can be like, yes, but I know there are times when you've got on. There are times when you've been a family. You've been there for each other. And that's something you can't put a value on. You never know the true worth of something till you've lost it. That's something that I know about. Talk to Jim, please. Before you go any further, I'm not asking you to do anything else, just talk to him.
Look, Vicky, I know what this means to you.
To me?
We're the only family you've got. But you can't ask us to prop up a marriage that's dead to give you some sort of security.
Now, hang on. If you think for 1 minute I'm thinking of myself here.
Aren't you?
They just want to rub your nose in it.
I need that job.
There are other jobs where you don't get humiliated and taken for a thief. You should have told them to stick it right when it's going to make their eyes water.
And what would that have looked like if I had? Like I was the one in the wrong. I've got nought to feel guilty about. If she does want to sack me, there's nought I can do about that. But I'll come out of there with my good name intact, I promise you that.
Oh, you do what you like. You usually do any road. Just don't go grovelling. There's more than your reputation to think about now.
That's it. When you get out, give them my best wishes because I came to see you yesterday.
Oh, I'll be with you in a minute, love.
It's okay, I just wanted a word.
No joy then, Victoria, eh?
I'm sorry, I did try.
Oh, I understand. So listen, William, you're going to pick me up at 5 o'clock, am I right?
Yeah.
Are you still going to Ireland?
Of course I am. There's no point in moping about here, eh? Got the rest of my life to get on with.
Right, I'm off. See you.
Right.
Well, why didn't you tell me when you came for a job?
And wouldn't you take me on if I had? I know how you felt about our Judy and her husband.
Well, we've had odd running, a grand, yeah. But I mean, if you judge everybody by the kids, where would you be?
Well, it's easy to say, Vera, when you haven't got any kids to be judged by.
I have. I've got a son, Terry.
Well, lives away, does he?
Yeah, that's right.
Made something of his life. You're very lucky. I mean, not that there's aught wrong with our Judy. I mean, she's all right, in her own way. Folks don't always see her best side. It's been like that ever since she was at school. If I had £1 for every time I had to go down to school and stand up for her.
Oh, school? I were never away. Not that I tell you were a bad lad. It was just that, well, it seemed to get picked on, you know. Dragged into things that he didn't want any part of.
It's different now, though, isn't it? You know, he's stood on his own 2 feet, made something of his life. You all have.
Well, we've had us ups and downs, you know.
Yeah, but look at you now. You and Jack, kings of your own castle, bosses, somebody to be looked up to. Oh, yeah, Vera. If I had to leave now, it'd be more than my job I'd miss. It's been a real pleasure working for you.
Leave? What do you mean?
You're not going to get rid of me?
Why would you do that? What, you'd be looking for a job, I'd be looking for a cleaner? I mean, where's sense in that?
Pregnant?
It's only a thought. It's probably just me putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 6. Secret appointments, her clearing out her own clothes. It's like she's getting ready to make a new start.
And what if she is?
Eh?
How will you feel about it?
Oh, all right. I suppose.
Just all right?
I mean, I'd like a family. You know, eventually. Me. A dad, eh?
You'll make a great dad. And Raquel will make a smashing mum.
I just don't understand why she hasn't said anything.
She will, when she's sure.
It beats me how it could have happened in the first place.
You expect me to believe that?
Oh, no, you know what I mean. It's just that we haven't talked about it. We haven't planned it.
And will that make a difference?
No, of course it won't. Anyway, we don't even know if she's pregnant, do we? So there's no point talking about it, is there?
You were the one that brought up the subject.
Throw another one in there for us, Jacko.
You think you'd be better taking it easy, Jim? You could be in for a rough crossing.
Yeah, just you let me worry about that, all right? Now, Andre, what about you, son? What are you doing here?
I'm working, Dad.
Oh, are you? Thought you'd be out celebrating.
All right, Jim, I told you, no funny business, eh?
Oh, see, you're on his side as well. Well, don't worry your head, Jacko. Everybody's against Jim MacDonald at the moment, you know. And by the way, I'll not bother you much longer. I'm just waiting for a lift, and that's £1.20, I believe. Thank you very much. Oh, Elizabeth, we were just talking about you, so we were.
Liz, give us half an hour. See you later, eh?
No. Come on, then. I mean, you've just as much right to be here as I have. After all, you work here, don't you?
There's no need for this, Jim.
What? I am not being offensive.
Look, knock it off, Dad, will you, eh?
I'll take my coat through to the back.
You do that. You go behind the bar. You'll be working then, you know what I mean? You parade about in your stuff in front of all the punkers waiting for your next conquest.
You're despicable.
That's enough, Jim.
Oh, I'm despicable, am I?
What's going on? Look, just get him out, will you? Look, Jim, if you want to catch that ferry, we better go now, Cop.
Yeah, go, Dad, please.
Ferry?
Yes, ferry. You remember you bought 2 tickets to Belfast? Well, I'm certainly not wasting mine.
You're welcome to it. Hey, you'd be doing us all a favour if you didn't come back.
Hey, now, are you going to let your bar staff speak to your customers like that, Jacko, eh?
I'll speak to you any way I like.
Not behind this bar, you won't.
Who says?
I do.
Look, leave it, Mum.
Look, Jack, you might employ me, but you don't own me. Nobody tells me how I speak to my husband.
Now, come on, Liz, eh?
Or to anybody else, for that matter.
Is this your bag?
Yes.
Well, if you want to lift, you better shift yourself, right?
Right, I'm off. Jacko, do yourself a favour. Give her as many hours as you can, because she'll certainly pull the punters for you.
Now.
All right.
I'm sorry about that, Mum.
So am I.
I'll take my coat through.
No, just hang on.
Sum it up.
Look, I think it might be better if you don't stop.
He's gone.
Oh, it's not just Jim, it's you and all. I don't think you're in any fit state to work here.
Look, Jack, if it's the way I talk to
Hey, you can't just fire her, Jack.
As long as I am boss here, I can have who the hell I like stood behind this bar, so you think on, sunshine.
CD.
No, it's not. Oh, here, just have it. And if I packed anything else of yours by mistake, which I doubt, I will let you have them back, all right?
If you feel this uncontrollable urge to give us an hand, just feel free.
Come in.
That goes for you and all. Hey, try it. You might just get to like it.
I'm glad somebody's enjoying himself.
So are you when you get this place to yourself, eh?
Yeah, can't wait. She can't get out of here fast enough.
Well, you can hardly blame her.
You think a lot of yourself, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, you're the big attraction, aren't you?
Me?
She can't wait to get shacked up with you.
I'm not moving in.
You're not moving in with her?
Not for want of trying, believe me.
You mean she's going to be living on her own?
Not saying much for either of us, does it?
Hi.
Is Billy not stopping there?
Oh, he's got some meeting to go to about his allotment, you know. He'll be in later on. Oh, come on. Don't keep us in suspense.
What about?
Well, you know, where you been?
Oh, I'll tell you later when Girlie gets here.
Right, well, I'll have a small sherry while I'm waiting.
Right, love.
Vera, is it all right if I take a couple of minutes off?
We've only just started.
I know, well, I'm only going to be over there.
All right, then.
Thanks.
Hiya.
Oh, where have you been?
Oh, we had a staff welfare meeting.
Oh, never mind, you're here now.
We're glad to see you, love.
So, how did you get on?
Couldn't have been better.
Well?
I'm in.
In?
My aromatherapy course.
Aromatherapy course?
Oh, Betty, it's the best course in Weatherfield. It could open up a whole new career for me. Well, you're pleased for me, aren't you?
Well, she won't listen to me. She thinks I've got some sort of hidden agenda. She might listen to you two, though.
Oh, come on, you can't be serious.
If you'd have been through what I've been through, you might realise how important it is to have a family.
Not one like ours, it isn't.
Yes, Steve, even one like yours. You've got to speak to her. She might listen to you. Because right now, you're the only thing that she's got.
Don't be too disappointed. You've got plenty of time for, well, you know.
No, I'm not disappointed, no. I'm delighted for her.
No, I agree. I mean, it doesn't make sense to give any more of your profits to the bank than you have to.
Oh, so you're with me, eh?
Well, I've never been against you. Well, especially when it comes to business. It was just the thought of putting me home at risk.
There is no risk, believe me.
Yeah, well, I hope you're right.
So you'll do it, eh? Sign over your share of this place to secure the loan.
Would you ever let me forget it if I didn't?
No, never.
Well, at least you talked to me about it. Gave me time. Thought about my feelings for a change.
Here's to our future.
Well, let's hope we got one.
Right then. All we need now is a couple of signatures.
Signatures?
Yeah. I got the bank to fill in the form.
Before I even agreed?
I never for one moment thought you wouldn't. You're a very sensible girl.